this is what? Brunch. This is brunch. We're having some brunch. We're having some fruits to start us off. Some fruits, and then there's some wine, and then there's some yogurt and some juice. Yeah. Are we lighting the candles?
If you want, you can light.
Yes, we are lighting the candles. We are lighting the candles. Oh, I love the fruits and the setup. What?
Welcome to SAISA MUNGA. My name is Njeri. As you all know me, I've been in this YouTube channel for so long. So SAISA asked me to share some cleaning tips for Christmas. If you're hosting or if you're not hosting, just how to keep your house clean. And that's what you're going to do today. So I'm going to start with dusting. The reason why it's important to start with dusting is because when visitors come to your house, or when you're in your house, you feel more at peace when you can't see dust, or like you can see surfaces that are clean. So we're going to start with dusting, and the dusting you're going to start today is at the TV unit. When you're cleaning for Christmas and you don't have time to do a deep clean of the house, you focus on areas that people will notice. Like for example, this is the living area, so this is the TV area. If your TV is dusty, people are going to notice. So what do? You start with dusting the TV. So in here, I have a bowl of water and a microfiber cloth. The reason it's good to use a microfiber is because it picks up the dust without returning it to the like for example, when you clean with a towel, with a normal towel, it leaves the towel fibers. So if your surface is visible, then people are going, for example, if you clean with a normal towel on glass, then people are going to see the small fibers. Well, if it doesn't bother you, it's fine, but for me it bothers me, so I need to see my surface clear. So what you do, you put your microfiber cloth in the water. This is just normal water with a bit of liquid soap. This is dish washing soap, so you don't need to have any special soap. So what you do, you start from the top going down. So because when you start from down, then this will fall on what you've already cleaned. So you start from the top going down. And for the TV, make sure that the cloth is completely dry, because then water getting into the TV may ruin your electronics. So you go this way once. So you see there's dust on the cloth, but there's no dust left on the surface. So if you're cleaning like a big surface, then you can fold your cloth into 4 like that. So folded into 4, then this is what you do. You clean one surface with the cloth on that way. Then when you move into the next surface, you change your cloth like that. So you fold it in and out and use this side. So you come here and use one side to clean. Then this is dirty now, so you turn it to this side. You also remember to move up all your like what can be moved, move it from the surface like that. Ensure you're using the S pattern so that you don't have dust going back to the surface you've already cleaned. There, you see? So that is dirty, and we've already used this side. So then you turn it in again. So this avoids you dipping your cloth in the water all the time. So you can clean a bigger area when you do the folding style strategy. Okay, so this surface is clean. So now you can dip your cloth in the water. So after you've put your cloth in the water, then now you wipe the things that you took away from the surface, so that as you return them to the surface, then they are going to be clean as well. So you wipe and place them there. TV, we've done the first surface. So now you go to the second surface. So in the second surface, like here, I have to use my knees so that I bend and reach out to the end of the cabinet. So I start with the electronic like this, and then I come and wipe here. So again, I fold this out, and then come to the second level. That is also dirty, and this side is clean. So this is the side I'm going to use for this final level. That is it. So it takes you just a few minutes to have your important areas put together. So when your guests come, they would realize your floor is dirty, they'll not realize you didn't do your seats or whatever, but they'll notice the TV and the areas where their eyes are focusing on. So your area is clean, and now you can move on to the next area. And now I'm moving to a different area of the house. This, as I say, these are places that people notice. So you don't do everything, you just clean where people notice. So this is the next area of the house, and this is the dining area. Of course, if you're hosting people, at some point they'll eat, at some point they'll sit and maybe play some games. So this is an important place to wipe. So you come, pick your microfiber, you fold it in 4, and then start. Let me see. You start from one side, coming to the other side. So you clean. So the table is clean. So that's it. Your house looks clean. People won't touch and feel dust on your table. And remember, these are just the places that people notice. So that's it. So you can just put your seats back together properly. And then you set the table when your guests come, depending on what you're doing. If you're having a meal, just set for the meal. If you are doing games, just set up for the game. Then after that, we'll move to the next area of the house. Dishes. And this is what I'll tell you. We all have those dishes that we keep for guests. That is, they are things that you don't use regularly. So by keeping them in the cabinet, we don't realize it, but they accumulate dust. Now, because you're going to be hosting, you need to look at those dishes. So like here, I've already started with the plates. These are all the plates that I intend to use while hosting, and these are the spoons, and the cups are inside there. So now the last thing we're going to do is the glasses. Remember, you just use normal water, normal dish soap, basically what you have in your house. You don't have to go and buy specific products for whatever. So you clean them, and then I'll show you what next. So let's start with the glasses. So one thing I usually do when I'm cleaning, I listen to something, especially when I'm doing dishes, because it seems like an endless job that you're just standing in the same place. So I listen to podcasts. I wouldn't want to put any here because of copyright issues. So what I'll do, I'll ask SAISA to recommend the ones she watches or the ones she listens to, and then maybe you can start from there. Maybe even you guys can comment down below, what podcast do you like? Which ones would you recommend? Of course, keep it clean. This is a family channel, so you keep it clean. So we are doing the glasses right now. We are doing all the glasses that we'll use. There are wine glasses, water glasses, other drink glasses. So just clean what you have, and also ensure that you clean. Don't go to the shop to buy specific glasses. that now you're hosting. Let your guests use what you have. It's not worth it to go and buy, for example, shot glasses and you are only hosting once a year. Because that's wasted, well, not wasted money, but that's money you could do something else with, so they can take shots with the normal glasses. So we're just about to finish the glasses. So once they're all clean, I'll show you what to do next. So remember, we still have our water here. We haven't poured it. There's something I want to share with you about cleaning water, cleaning the cloth. So just give me a second. One thing I like to do is to drip dry my dishes. I don't like to wipe with a towel, so I like to wash dishes early. So if you're going to host on, let's say, tomorrow for lunch, you can do the dishes today so that you leave them overnight to dry, and then you can use them when they are dry. Otherwise, when I wipe, I don't like the small towel fibers that get left on, especially glasses and plates. So just take note of that. Remember, we're just cleaning for the holiday, so we're not killing ourselves with deep cleaning the entire house. We're just going for the specific places where we know that the person you're going to host is going to be. So we're done with the glasses, but then now, as I told you, we are focusing on areas you think your guests are going to notice, and then just do that part. So I realized that in the fridge, one of the trays was very dirty. So what I did, I just picked that one tray from the fridge. Instead of deep cleaning the fridge, because I don't have the time, I just picked the tray that is dirty, because I know obviously my guests are probably going to go to the fridge to pick a drink, and then they see this. So what I do, I just clean that one tray that is dirty. So after I'm done with glasses, I do the tray. So this is the different fridges have different types of trays. So this one is glass with a plastic trim, white one. So just wash the normal way you'd wash any glass. So I'm using normal dish soap and normal cleaning products. So that's it. I just ensure that I remove all the stains, whatever was caked in there. I make sure that I scrub it out, and then I rinse it, and that's it. So I leave it here to drip dry. Then my fridge is clean, though not the entire fridge. That's the tray that was showing signs of dirt. So after that, I know most people are used to this. We use the dish water, the water you use to wash your dishes, to clean the cleaning cloths. That's not right. Well, the reason why I say it's not right is because this water already has the food particles and the things that came from the plates and whatever else you are washing. So if you wash your dishcloth in that water, then it's going to have a foul smell when it dries. So avoid using that same water to clean your cloth. So right now I haven't wiped the kitchen counters, so I'm going to just remove the dirt from my water, from my cloth. So I pour this just down the sink. There's no special way to dispose the water. I just pour it down the sink, and then I take my cloth, I wring out all the water, and then I clean my surface. I ensure that I start from the corner, coming that way because that's the side where the sink is. So I just wipe, ensure I reach all the corners. There's the easiest way to do this without returning the dirt where you washed is to use the S pattern. And by the S pattern, I mean this. So you S, then you come to the next one and do the S pattern. That way the dirt is coming here, but it's not going back to the surface where you already cleaned. So you do the S pattern. The reason we are cleaning the kitchen counter is because your guests are going to be in the kitchen at some point, so they'll see your counters. So ensure that all your counters are clean and that everything is well organized. If you have anything that you're not using regularly, you're just going to remove it from the counter space and leave them clear, so that even when your guests come, they see some sort of organization in your kitchen. These are just tips for the holidays, so you don't have to do this every day. So that's it, it's clean. So what I do, I first wash the dish that I used to clean the surfaces in the sitting room and in the dining. So I wash it out and ensure that it's clean. So wash and rinse properly. So you don't have to use such a glass container to wash. This is just what I had for this video. You can use whatever container you have, your plastic containers, all of them are good. There's nothing with the glass container, there's nothing specific about the glass container. So you also leave this one out here to dry. So once you're done with that, clean your sink, inside your sink. Drain the water that you used to do the dishes and then clean around the sink. Remember, we still haven't washed our dishcloth. We are just going to drain the water first. Ensure that the sink is clean and all clean all around. And please note that you don't have to have all these cleaning products. You just use what you have in your house. That's the most important thing. There's no need to go out in the shops and buy a specific cleaning product. Just use whatever you have in the house. You don't even have to have the liquid soap. You can even use the bar soaps, the one you use to wash clothes. So any is okay as long as your dishes are clean and your surfaces are clean. So this also, make sure you rinse it very well with clean water, because if you leave it inside the cleaning water, it also gets a foul smell. And when you're cleaning your dishes the next time, you can smell that foul smell in the dishes. So ensure this is well rinsed and leave it out to dry. So finally, you clean your cleaning cloths. So this is what I usually do. I've already drained the sink of all the water that I used to wash the dishes. So I just clean the cloth separately now. So what I do, I pour just a bit of dish soap on the cloth, and then I make sure I scrub it well, so that all the dirt that you picked up from the surfaces you're cleaning is out, and also ensure that if there's any oils or whatever it is on the cloth, whatever you wipe, that all of it is out of the cleaning cloth, and then you rinse. So this is now what I'm saying. You rinse with running water if you have, or with clean water in a bowl, because then if you don't do that, the cloth is left stinky. So you realize that this looks good now. So what you're going to do is just going to wring the water out, and then you can hang it where you hang yours. So like here, I just do that, and then I place it here to dry. So if you have a hanging line close to the kitchen, you can take it out and hang it out there. Then one tip I'll say is that ensure that you change your clothes regularly. So don't let it, sometimes they get burnt, sometimes you clean something that stains it. Just ensure you change it regularly, depending on the cleaning needs in your house. And then the other thing is, have like 2 of these, so that when one is drying, then you have a dry one that you can be using in the kitchen in the meantime. But if you don't, you can just clean this one, hang it out to dry, then reuse it. The thing is, remember to clean it. So that's it for my cleaning. So the one thing we'll do, if you have a bit of time, this is something, I have a bit of time now, so this is something I'm going to show you guys that you can do in preparation for hosting. So let's go to the next side of the room. once you're done with the cleaning business, like you've cleaned all the areas that your guests are going to notice, you can set the table. If you're hosting if you're hosting tonight, you can set in the morning. If you're hosting tomorrow, then you can set today. Then it saves you a bit of time. If you're going to be the one cooking, if you're going to be the one prepping the food, so it saves you a bit of time the following day when you're hosting. So what you do is just set the table. So I'll do a simple setup. This is not a hotel. I'm not an expert in this area. I'm just showing you things you can do. And please remember, you're using what you already have. So I'm setting the table for 2. So I'll start with the mats, with the placemats. It's important to protect your surface from the hot plates, hot food, whatever it is you're going to be using. So that's why I'm putting the placemat. So this is what I have. You can use what you have. So I'll set it in such a way that I can have one mat in the middle. This will be where we place the food, and then these two will be where the person seated on this side will use, and the one seated on this side. So the next thing you do after that is put the plates. So this is the main meal plate. So you just place right there and another one right there. So remember, you don't set this too early, like 3 days before, because dust will just accumulate. So set just like a day before. So those are the plates. And then these are the side plates, in case you have something that requires a side plate, maybe your dessert, or maybe you need to put something else like salad that is yours. So you have the soup bowl in the middle right there, because now this is going to be like a 3-course meal. SAISA, when you're hosting your significant other, this is what you do. So this is a main plate, a side plate, and a soup bowl. So this is the cutlery that you need. So what I usually do is, because we use our left hand to use the fork, then I place the fork. This is just a napkin. You can use whatever napkin you have. It doesn't have to be this. This is actually a serviette. So you can use a white serviette. It doesn't have to be like the Christmas type. But I had this, so that's what I'm going to use. So you place the fork on the left side of the person who is going to eat the food, because usually we use our fork, the fork on the left side of the plate. So remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just setting up, and then I don't have all those other fancy things like dessert fork, like meat fork. I just have one type of fork. So that's what I've placed side of the plate. I'll now do the spoon on the outside and then the knife on the inside. This is just the normal spoon. If they're going to have soup, they're just going to use this. I don't have a soup spoon because I think it's a waste. Not a waste. I think I don't need to buy a soup spoon if I'm only using like occasionally. So I just use the normal spoon, and then I place for this one on this side. So the knife on the inside, the spoon on the outside. Yeah, so that's it. Then the next thing we're going to do, people have drinks. So I'm going to place the glasses that I expect to use. So I do this. These are wine glasses, but they can use them for whatever drink is available. So you can use it for juice, you can use it for whatever. So I put this on the right hand side of the person who is sitting, and then that. So that is it. And then finally, I put a small glass, like a normal glass for maybe water or whatever else they need to use it for. So I place on the left hand side of this one, and then I place it on the left hand side of this one. So this is a setup for 2. So usually when you're hosting, like to avoid standing up from the table all the time, like if you need water, if you need drinks, make sure you bring everything to the table. So I'm just going to add some water. This is water. So I recycle my bottles. So instead of throwing it out, I clean it out. After whatever was inside, I cleaned it out and put drinking water in here. So I'll place the water in the middle there. So if there will be other drinks, I'll place them here. So that means if I have some meals that like I've put them in dishes, then I'm going to add some more placemats here and place the food on this side. So I think the table is set. So what I can do is just light the candles. Of course, I won't light the candles on the day that I'm setting up. I'll light the candles now when the meal is about to start. So that's it. The table looks well set. Let's bring this one closer. The table looks well set, it looks fancy, and this is just it. This is what I had: black plates, green side plates, colored soup bowls. So I didn't like go out and buy matching things. I just set up with what I have. So you can set up with what you already have. So this brings out a nice chilled dinner. Then after dinner, you can watch a movie. Right? Right. So after I've cleaned and I've set up the table, the setup is ready for hosting and the house is ready because it's clean. So I come and set the movie beforehand. So I already know what we are going to watch with the person I'm hosting. So I'm going to come here and set it up and ensure that everything is well set. And then I put my blankets ready because it's going to be in the evening, so we might get cold. So I set the blankets and we are ready for the day. Yes.
Wait, you pre-check?
Yes, I pre-check.
You pre-check the movie?
Yes.
Why?
If it's going to be appropriate.
For who?
For the person I'm hosting. Remember, we are saying hosting, so
Yes.
we're not specifying who we are hosting. So if you're hosting a romantic
kind of dinner na umewasha kando alafu
Yeah.
useme hapa una preview them.
sasa si lazima niweke ile kona mood.
Iko na mood ya hiyo time.
Exactly. So if I'm
I
hosting,
wonder what mood you are setting.
please don't get any ideas.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yes. So I don't watch the movie.
Oh,
I just check. Yes, I just check that it's going to be appropriate for whatever the evening. And then that's it. We are ready to watch the movie, eat and dinner. Yes, that's it.
Utapika saa ngapi? What time will you cook?
No.
Now after this is when you go and cook.
Now after this, see now it's the day before.
Yes.
So there's nothing much I need to do.
Okay.
Because I already have shopped. Like you've already done the preps.
Okay.
So tomorrow morning is now when I'll start the preps and cook and make sure
prepping and everything.
The person comes, food is ready.
I tell you, I've learned a lot. I think I shall be hosting someone soon, but end this vlog.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
Please, thank you. I shall be here waiting to be hosted. I think I'll wait for tomorrow for the food. I'll be here waiting for the food. What is this at tomorrow is when you are cooking. I'll be here.
And you'll watch a romantic movie.
Yes, I'll watch the romantic movie. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, it's a romantic movie. The movie is what? Falling in love.
Falling in love.
It's a Christmas one.
Yes, Christmas time.
Okay, guys, I think I need to check whether I need to be here until tomorrow. But until then, thank you so much for hosting this episode. For me, she loves cleaning. I don't. Like I keep saying, DIY is not my thing. I am the mood, the entertainer, the laughter, the storyteller.
True.
Yeah, she's the cleaner. So we complement each other.
Yes.
So until next time, this is Vlogmas Day 5. And it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, watch and subscribe.
Yes, and please comment. Let her know whether this is a good thing that she should start. I really want to know. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Do we chat? Oh, we can chat. We will do time. No, we need to do
Now I can do that too.
Now I can
In
do
peace.
In peace.